It was a journey that would forever alter one man's destiny, and perhaps the course of history itself. In the barren wilderness of Gaza, a chariot wheels its way across the dusty terrain, carrying an unusual passenger. He is an Ethiopian eunuch, a man of both privilege and limitation. In his homeland, he commands respect as a high-ranking official in charge of the treasury for the Candace, queen of the Ethiopians. Yet beneath his regal garb lies a heart weighted with questions, a longing for something deeper, a truth he cannot yet name. You can imagine the scene, the eunuch seated in the carriage, his hands holding an ancient scroll of Isaiah. The words are foreign yet familiar, echoing truths he suspects are vital, yet they slip through his grasp. This is a man seeking, yearning, pursuing meaning in a language that feels tantalizingly close, yet just out of reach. Why does the eunuch, a man steeped in wealth and influence, find himself on this road? He had recently made a pilgrimage to Jerusalem, a city that held mystical allure for seekers of truth. But even the grandeur of its temple and the rituals of worship left him unsatisfied. In his hands now is the scroll of Isaiah, its poetry stirring something deep within him. He was led like a sheep to the slaughter. In his humiliation, he was deprived of justice. Who can speak of his descendants? The eunuch mulls over these words again and again. Who is this sheep? What justice eluded him? And why does he feel as though the text is speaking directly to him? Enter Philip, a follower of Jesus, walking along the very same road led by a divine nudge. Imagine the contrast. A simple man with no title, no scroll, no chariot, yet carrying something. Then comes the moment of decision. Up ahead, they spot water, a rare find on this arid road. The eunuch's voice breaks with urgency. What can stand in the way of my being baptized? The question hangs in the air, heavy and electric, and the answer? Nothing. They stop the chariot. In the cool, life-giving waters, a powerful transformation unfolds. The Ethiopian eunuch, once a seeker, now rises a believer. Philip departs, carried away by the Spirit to his next mission, but the eunuch continues on his journey, joy illuminating his path. Far greater. At the Spirit's prompt, Philip steps closer and hears the eunuch reading aloud. Do you understand what you're reading? Philip asks, his voice cutting through the eunuch's solitude like a warm invitation. How can I, the Ethiopian responds, unless someone explains it to me? And just like that, these two unlikely strangers are joined. The chariot slows and Philip climbs inside. Their conversation unfolds in real time, Philip explaining how the words of Isaiah foretell the story of Jesus, the Lamb of God, who suffered for the sake of humanity's redemption. Piece by piece, the puzzle comes together. For the eunuch, it's as though a light has been switched on in a room he's been fumbling through for years. Then comes the moment of decision. Up ahead, they spot water, a rare find on this arid road. The eunuch's voice breaks with urgency. What can stand in the way of my being baptized? The question hangs in the air, heavy and electric, and the answer? Nothing. They stop the chariot. In the cool, life-giving waters, a powerful transformation unfolds. The Ethiopian eunuch, once a seeker, now rises a believer. Philip departs, carried away by the Spirit to his next mission, but the eunuch continues on his journey, joy illuminating his path. We can only speculate on what happens next. Did this man bring the message of Jesus to Ethiopia, sowing the seeds of faith in his homeland? Did he share his newfound hope with others in the royal court? What ripple effects were set in motion that day on the Gaza road? One thing is certain. This story, preserved in the book of Acts, continues to inspire seekers and believers alike. It's a reminder that whether we come from palaces or humble villages, the truth of the gospel reaches for everyone, even in the most unlikely of places. A chance meeting on a lonely road became a pivotal moment, not just for one man's life, but for the history of a faith that would transcend borders, cultures, and centuries. And so the mysterious journey of the Ethiopian eunuch reminds us that sometimes the answers we seek find us, in moments, in places, and through people we could never expect.